Right, we're on. Yesterday I had a chap called Michael for a lesson and we had a few issues going on. We were talking about path, we talked about a lot of things. We did a 2-hour session, it was really good, and Michael went away with a better understanding of his own golf swing and it was all good. But we used the board with some highlighter pen to identify things or to explain things a little bit better, so that visual of using the board with the pen was very good. Michael's problem, or one of the problems that created a strange path, was he would stand up in the shot too early. So standing up and getting chest to the sky is all good, but if you do it too early, path can move, strike can be compromised, and by using just that pen, I think it was that one, we were able to have a better understanding of what we can do to maintain those levels in the golf swing and stop lifting up so much. Get the magic jacket off. You seen the magic jacket? I'll show you that later. So it wasn't all tragic from Michael, don't get me wrong, but certainly as Michael came into the shot, he would come down, but he would be up and out of it too early, and he wasn't able to maintain the levels to get a good strike. This is my first shot of the day, so this could go anywhere. It's fine. So maintaining levels, what we meant by that was to try and keep the address height, if you like, more through the shot and not lift up too early. When Michael was lifting up too early, he would come down into impact, and then the actual act of standing up, which does create a lot of power because we're using ground forces, and the actual act of him going up should throw the club down, but in this case it wasn't really happening. The standing up was pulling the club away from the golf ball, so there was a lot of strikes out the toe and little shots out to the right because of that. The path was also out to in, because he's come down. Ideally it would be here, staying down, maintain that forward, sustaining that, or maintain that forward pressure, if you like, with an in to out path. But because he was standing up, he was coming here, standing up. The hands were getting pulled in with the club head, there was no throw out action, and we're getting off the heel, off the toe, sorry. There was also a couple of heel balls as well, because the standing up, the body's aware that the hands are coming towards it, so therefore they try and hold the hands out a little bit, and the heel came into play, so got there and stood up, and then did this, so the angle of the shaft was going up, and the heel was coming into play, and catching out the hosel just a fraction as well. So we discussed it, we had a wee chat about it. How can we maintain this? How can we keep that level through impact to make sure we get good strikes? So we got onto the board. Here's what we did. I drew a tunnel. So we basically had this tunnel here. There's a little man standing inside the tunnel. So imagine a train would go across the top. So a little man standing inside the tunnel here, and this was the focus. This little guy here was the focus. This is what we were trying to do. This is what this guy was key. He was the main man. Now I also put somebody on the top of the bridge. So tunnel was good, bridge was wrong. So we had to make sure that when Michael was playing his shot and he was swinging through, he looked down through the tunnel and not looking up over the top of the bridge. So now we'd quite literally drawn the picture, we'd painted a picture of what we're trying to do. So there's a better understanding of, okay, I come into impact and I stand up, what does that do? Changes path, path goes left, hit out the toe. What else does that do? Well, if I stand up, come into shot, stand up, and I'm aware the hands are coming towards me, I'm going to hold them out there, I'm going to catch it more towards the heel, ball goes out to the right as well. So there's a few, that picture or understanding of that was great, and immediately Michael was able to understand and go, okay, I have to make sure I stay down looking through the tunnel instead of looking up over the bridge. I'm just going to check my microphone's on. Microphone is on. That would have been tragic, that. So looking down through the tunnel, getting in dress position, great address position, nice short swing, weight was travelling left, all good. Then coming down through the shot and maintaining the angle, the right bend through the shot. So right bend through impact to look down through the tunnel and not extension. That's extension. So not extension too early looking over the bridge. So I had to look down through the tunnel. So then he steps up, aware of what's to happen, looking down through the tunnel. Good. Stayed down, maintained the right bend and looked through. Hit a lot of little soft shots to feel it first. Great. And just maintained the levels a lot better. Path became better. You can hear how good strike is. Path became better. All of a sudden path's going more in to out. Downwards, forwards and outwards. Three-dimensional impact. Instead of up and out, path going left. And then he would hit some full shots, looking down the tunnel. And the last thing he's going to do is look over the bridge. And then extension. So he really exaggerated that right bend to ensure path was changed, ball was more in the middle of the golf club. It was a winner. Then Michael came up with this himself. So Michael, when we coach, we find that things evolve as we go, and we don't necessarily stick to coaching manuals because every player is different and we can't all be that model. So Michael adapted things as he went. I used the drawing. I'm completely into that through the tunnel, not over the bridge. But Michael had a visual that you could actually do and feel the motion at the same time, which was excellent. So player participation, so feedback from the player was key here. So I'm talking about right bend and looking through the tunnel. Michael took his address position, put his hand in his stomach, put his elbow in the middle, as close to the middle as he could. Come up there, and then from there as he came back down, he wanted to feel as though he kept the hand on the level, like so. And he could feel that motion, and he was aware that his finger, let's say his finger's staying as level as it possibly can through this motion. He had a flat hand, but we'll do finger, which is good, and it's got the right bend because he's trying to keep it level. As soon as the right bends out and extension happens, his finger was pointing up the way. He was up here. Do that down the line. So there, there. Extension would be there, there. You can see it's pointing up the way. It's going up here, whereas before, right bend is able to keep it on level as possible. And that was the player that came up with that. Nothing to do with me. All we were doing was coaching the game. I described it my way as on the board. Michael picked up something different. And all of a sudden he's now got two swing thoughts. He's got a visual picture and a feeling to be able to make sure that he maintains his height through the shot and doesn't step out too early. And then up and out. It's great. Player feedback's important. When I coach, player feedback is vital. If we don't have any feedback from the player, then how does it work for me? What doesn't work for me? I can only give them as much information as possible. Then the player comes back with, you know, I've tried this, I've tried that, and I feel this and I feel that. That's brilliant. And Michael, yesterday, as I say, he got something that was more hands-on. He could feel the motion as well as using my visual on here. So the combination of the two, his work and my work together, improved his golf. Brilliant. So looking through the tunnel, we would have there, that position, looking over the bridge, looking down, in here, standing more upright. Guys, if you've not subscribed to my channel, please do so, it's free. If you look in the description below, you'll see a link to my EUREKA Golf Swing website, which is flying. It's really taken off. I'm very, very appreciative of everyone who's signed up for that. It's brilliant. And also there's a little questionnaire to fill out at the bottom if you want to get information from me or subscribe to my newsletter. I'll give out regular newsletters on things I'm up to and what the channel's going to be doing in the future. Thanks. Right, let's get this jacket back on.